All right, hope everybody's having a good day. We have got two breaks on tap tonight, a memorabilia break and a card break. And I believe that we are, looks like, going to have some unpaid teams in both, which is pretty much how the week's been going, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. We haven't managed to have a night in a while where everybody gets their stuff paid for. But first things first, let's go over some information, and then after we get that little bit accomplished, we will talk about what is available to pick up from the unpaid teams, okay? So, first things first, if I can get my mouse to cooperate with me here. Why is it acting so stupid? There we go. All right, so feedback, it is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return without any waiting, so that's a big win-win. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We are next taking a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So these breaks are already listed on eBay. We're going to be breaking them over the course of the next few days. So tomorrow night, it is Gypsy Queen Baseball. It's a half case break. It's break number 9. It is the start of a new case. Both Saturday night and Sunday night are off nights. On Monday night, we are opening Leaf Multisport autographed jerseys. There will be 3 of them in that break, and the spots are sold by the first letter of the name on the jersey, which typically is a last name, but occasionally could be a first name, like Ichiro, as an example of someone who would have just his first name listed on his jersey. And all the spots are listed in the football category. We'll also break a Gold Rush autographed full-size football helmet on Monday night. Then on Tuesday night, we'll come back and break Gypsy Queen Baseball again. It is a half case break, and it will be the back half of the case that we start on Friday night. We will finish on Tuesday night. Now, here's what you need to know about the order and shipping and all that fun stuff. So we have one free shipping break tonight. That is our TriStar Autograph Football. And if you are in that particular break and you hit the football, you can expect it to be shipped out to you no later than Thursday the 14th, which is a week from today. It often will go sooner, but it will not go later than that. If you are in the football break, if you are in the autograph football break and you are not the team that is pulled out, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card. That is a single random used trading card that can be from any year and any series, and it would be sent for your team. Now, typically on the free shipping breaks like this one, I would hold on to your consolation cards, keep track of them for a rolling 90-day period, and send any that you are due out when your next package ships. If you don't want to wait for your next package to ship, all you need to do, send me a message on eBay and let me know, and I will gladly get that taken care of for you. Our paid shipping break tonight, that is Leaf Flash Baseball, and we will be, of course, that's a paid shipping break. We'll be getting that out the door no later than Monday. Slight possibility it goes sooner, but I really don't expect it to, because I do have another couple of breaks that will have to go out ahead of it, but there's always a slight possibility. So as always, those things are listed as plus or minus a day. If it went out early, it would be Saturday. If it went out later by a day, of course, would be Tuesday. Right now, Monday is the target date. If you get skunked in Leaf Flash, you can expect that you will still get your consolation card or cards in the mail. It will ship when the rest of the break goes out the door, because that, of course, would be your next package. Now, normally at this point in the night, we would take a look at who has what team. I just list that as a courtesy, but guess what? It didn't save when I typed it in earlier tonight. And when I went back and looked in my master, I didn't hit save somehow. I don't know what I did. I can't figure out what happened to it, but it's not in there. So I had the option of retyping it, but it was going to make us run about 5 minutes later than we should have been. So instead, I just figured we won't do that part tonight. We do normally, but of course, you know what teams you have. eBay has a record of what teams you have. You can easily look and see that as well. But that, apologies, guys. I messed something up, obviously. Not quite sure what I did, but I did do something. And there you go. So you notice that your background got a little blurry right there. That was, of course, intentional. That is because I don't like all that zooming in and out. I like to look at things up nice and close, but without all the pesky zooming in and out. So now let me see where we are on our unpaid things, and let's see if we can find some homes for some of this stuff. And it is, let's take a look here. Out of this particular break that we're on right now, we have one team available. This is all the same bidder, but there's 3 different things that they failed to pay for, 1 here and 2 in Leaf Flash. So we're going to be trying to move all 3 things right now. So the Cleveland Browns in the autograph football break are available. They last sold on eBay for $9.50. And in the Leaf Flash, the Indians are unpaid. It looks like they sold for $32. And the Orioles are unpaid, and they had previously sold on eBay for $68. Now, preference is going to go to somebody who might want all of those things, or somebody who might want 2 out of the 3. If nobody wants all 3 and nobody wants 2 of the 3, then we'll of course have to deal with moving them out one at a time, which of course is kind of a drag, but that is the situation right at the moment. So who is interested first off for the Cleveland Browns in the upcoming break, and then beyond that, Indians and Orioles in Leaf Flash? Can you let me know, please, what and who might be interested in that? Peter's asking, when's the next Flawless Football? Peter, I don't think I'm going to break it again. Honestly, I had so many problems this last break, and then I had another bidder who did not win the random, and so decided to file a case to get his money back because he didn't win the random. And of course, he was a high dollar team, and that break ended up costing me, between the unpaid stuff and the stuff that sold for less, and this, I started to use a word that isn't very nice, this gentleman who decided to file a case because he lost the claim, that break cost me about $800. So I'm not breaking any more of the high-end football that I have. Unfortunately, I plan to sell it out as sealed cases as a result. Brett is here, and Jay Wheeler, you're looking for a little Cowboys. All right, we'll try to find you the Cowboys. Meantime, is no one going to pick up the Browns here? Nobody wants to pick up the Cleveland Browns. Okay, does anybody want to pick up the Indians or the Orioles in Flash Baseball? Please make an offer if you are interested in one or any or all of the above. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. This happens every year at Christmas too. People make these bids and then they don't pay for them, or they try to get their money back because they don't have money. And not everybody, but sometimes this is what happens. And then they think if they hit, then they'll pay you, and then they'll go sell what they hit. And then if they don't hit, they just don't ever pay you, or they file a case and get their money back. You know, just how it goes. But anyway, so no takers for tonight then for any of this. All right, we'll go ahead and break the football, but we are going to need to find homes for the Flash Baseball before we'll be able to break it. I am going to have to find someone interested in those 2 teams before we'll be able to break it. We will go ahead and break the football, and I'll just eat the cost of the bid on it. And I'm just showing you the top and the bottom so that you can see it does have the little red safety seal that comes on there. That's the way TriStar sends it out to us. And of course, if it comes out for the unpaid team, then naturally that's going to hang out here with me. Unless Mark wants them, he's asking before I finish this. Mark's asking what team's still available. So, Mark, it is the Browns here in this autograph football break. If you do want it, speak now or forever hold your peace, because I'm getting ready to pull it out of there. And then in the upcoming Leaf Flash Baseball, the same bidder did not pay for the Indians or the Orioles. So we're looking at those 3 unpaid teams there from our lovely bidder with low feedback. So probably pretty predictable that that would be the case. And Mark, I'm guessing you're a no on this then, because I see no, yep, he doesn't want them. Okay. So there we go. Our hit here is going to be Kellen Winslow, according to this card. Obviously, I don't have the football out yet. And here's the deal. If there's no team name written or printed on here, it will go to the team he played for the longest or retired player. Obviously, an active player goes to their current team. This guy's a retired player. So it will go to the team he played for the longest, which all of that written in the listing description, if anybody ever reads it, which is, of course, in the special circumstances area. And somewhere in here, of course, naturally, this kind of day it's been, it's going to be the opposite side of where I'm looking. So there is your autograph, Kellen Winslow, on there, and the Hall of Fame inscription going along with it. Let's find there's our authentication sticker. You can see it right there on the NFL shield. It is a TriStar hologram authentication sticker. And this, of course, is just a generic informational card, and this is a generic COA. These TriStar COA paper ones are always generic. The part that matters is the little sticker there that's on it. So let's go take a look here then at Kellen Winslow, and we're going to see where he played the longest. So bear with me for a minute, guys, while I look this up. And I cannot see chat right now, by the way, while I am looking this up, because, yeah. Now, this is Kellen Winslow Sr., obviously. You can see by the date there, this is not Kellen Winslow II, the guy who I think might actually currently be in jail for, well, you know what. But anyway, let's get Kellen Winslow here pulled up and see if I can find the right one. I keep getting Kellen Winslow Sr. I need Kellen Winslow, the main one, not junior, but senior. So I'm trying, guys. Just hang on a minute, please. All right, this, is this him? No, that can't be right, because this is 1979. I'm still pulling up only Kellen Winslow II, and I need Kellen Winslow Sr. I mean, I know he was a Charger. I just don't know if that's where he played the longest. Here we go, at last. Finally, we've got him pulled up here. And yeah, he was Charger the whole way through. No other team. Sorry that took me a minute, guys, but everything kept pulling up the younger Kellen Winslow. This is obviously meant to be the older one. You can tell by the Hall of Fame date, first round draft pick, etc. All right, so Kellen Winslow Sr., and it goes to the Chargers. So let me get this out of the way here, and then we need to get on with finding some teams or finding some buyers for our unpaid team in Leaf Flash Baseball. So while I am checking one more time on that, I'm going to let you look one more time at some shipping information, and I'll go in here and see if we got lucky enough to have our person pay or not. And of course not, because why would they, right? Why would you pay for something you bid on? No reason to do that. That would just be silly. Indians and Orioles. That is who I need to find a home for. The Indians and the Orioles, please. Catching up there on chat. I see you guys going back and forth in there. Yeah, Kellen Winslow Jr., or the second, as technically he's known. He is the guy that was, the younger guy, was drafted by the Browns. But that, of course, was Kellen Winslow, the dad, as was evidenced by the dates on it. And he was only ever a Charger. I just wanted to make sure of that. All right, so Shanoa, you are asking how much for the Indians. The Indians sold on eBay for $32. I will take something close to that if we can just get something and move on down the road. The Orioles sold for $68, looking for something close to that, and we can move on down the road. But I do need to find homes for both of those teams. It's already been a very expensive week for me with people not paying and whatnot. Brady, you were asking on the Orioles. So yeah, the Orioles, of course, are the ones that sold for $68. So I'm looking for something close to that. And Ross, you're asking how much if you bought them both. So what would they be normally? Let's see. So they'd be 100 even is what they sold for on eBay. So Ross, make me an offer if you want them both. Right now, John has offered 50 for the Orioles, which is, not what it was, but not horrible, obviously, which I appreciate that, John. Thank you for stepping up on that. So Ross, if you want them both, Orioles and Indians, make me an offer, my friend. Tell me what you're thinking there. And of course, we will try to make something work. Meanwhile, while you guys are pondering that, of course, you've had an opportunity to look at this for a moment now. So once again, if you hit that football, it will ship to you. If you had the Chargers, it's going to be out the door and on the way to you no later than Thursday the 14th, a week from today. Free shipping stuff is always projected that way, sometime within the 7 days. Often it goes sooner, but it will not go later. If you got skunked in that autographed football break, your consolation card, which I do keep track of for a rolling 90-day period, would typically be sent with your next package since it was a free shipping break. If you want it sent sooner, send me a message on eBay and let me know, and I will take care of that for you. Leaf Flash Baseball, which is what we're about to break, should be out the door and on the way approximately Monday. That is always plus or minus a day, which means anywhere from Saturday to Tuesday, but Monday is my best estimate at this time. If you get skunked in Leaf Flash, of course, you would still get your consolation card shipped out, and they would go out when the rest of the break ships out because it is a paid shipping break. So that's the deal there. Let me check back here in chat, and John is looking at 55 for the Orioles, and Michael is at 20 for the Indians. And you know what? Let's just do it. I don't want to sit here all night, so let's just do it. Well, I imagine, Peter, that people are looking on the Orioles. You're assuming that you're probably going to get the number 1 overall draft pick, which was Adley Rutschman. He is generally in these products. So that's why most people would want the Orioles looking for Adley Rutschman, I would presume. They could have something else on their minds, but but I think that's probably what it would be. Okay, so I am typing in here right now my PayPal email information. Michael R., that is Cleveland, to you for $20. If you can please send that over, please. I said please twice, didn't I? It's been one of those days. And then John, if you would send over 55 for your Orioles, and I'm going to write this down right now, who's got what. And of course, you know the deal with the first page of the spreadsheet. I somehow didn't manage to save it and didn't realize it until it was time to start the break. So there you go. That's what happens there. And so I'm going to write this down, and then we'll know. And you guys, if you could please just let me know when you have made the payment. That would be great. And now I'm going to go in here and cancel this out in eBay. And I guess I'll add yet another person to my long list of blocked bidders. Pretty soon I'm going to have 2/3 of eBay blocked. All right, so what I need to do is... Well, why won't it let me do what I need to do? Sorry, guys, just give me 1 second, okay? I'm trying to figure out why this is being weird right now. And I think it's being weird just because it's this kind of day. I really do. I really do. And let me get back. And I've got to close out these other two on eBay, so it's going to take me just a second to get the Indians and Orioles closed out of here. And thank you guys for picking them up. I do appreciate that. It's just been ridiculous in the last couple of weeks how many people are bidding on stuff and not paying. Oh, actually, yeah, I think I read that wrong anyway, how much that sold for. So, oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter now. You didn't pay for it. You did. So I'll just deal with it. Got one more I got to close out here, which is the Browns. And there we go. That's done. Okay. So are you two, are you guys all set? John and Michael? Michael says he's good to go. John, I'm gonna wait for your high five to come in here so that I know that you are also good to go, my friend. And then I can start taking the stuff out of the box though. While we're waiting on that, we'll start getting stuff out of the boxes here anyway. So Leaf Flash Baseball. Here's the deal. Leaf, of course, does not have a license to use NFL team names or team logos or any of that, which is because only Panini has that. I'm sorry, we're doing baseball. Only Topps has that. Neither Panini nor Leaf do, so they can never use team names and team logos. So in the case of a product like this, we go by the current team. Because the uniforms in here, frankly, they can be pictures from anything. They can be minor league uniform photographs. They can be collegiate uniforms, all-star uniforms. I mean, there's any number of things that Leaf might use as the image. So we do not go by the uniform photograph because it has no team name or logo on it to distinguish it. Instead, we send it to their current team. Now, we've broken this quite a bit in the, well, not quite a bit, but a few other times recently. And so I have a handy little list that I have made as we've gone along. And I went back, of course, and double-checked all of that using MILB.com, which is the official website of Minor League Baseball. And that's what we use if there's a question about who someone's current team is. We would use MILB for minor league players, MLB.com, of course, for current Major League Baseball players. But in the meantime, I do have our little master list, so things that I might not remember on my own, I will refer to that little list to make sure that I am reading off and telling you the right team. So that's how that's going to work. And what else do we need to know about this? Is that it? As you can see, I'm taking all the plastic off first, cutting all the seals right up at the top. I like to get that just out of the way, especially because this product is ready to go inside the box. So it's in sleeves and top loaders right inside the box. We don't have to fool with opening packs and all that kind of stuff. So we delay our gratification just once, right up at the top, right now. And then after that, we can just buzz right through it and look at all of our fabulous hits. Because there's lots of them. Because this is an all-hit product. There's no base in here. It's all autographs. Shanoa, you said Malone is a Pirate and not a Diamondback. If his current team is Pirates, then he's going to go to the Pirates. If his current team, which it is, the Pirates, if he had still been a Diamondback, yeah, he would go the Diamondbacks. But his current team is the Pirates, and that is what I have written down there for him. He was a change. Emmanuel Rodriguez, who may or may not even be in this product, but is in a lot of Leaf products. Of course, he's a Padre now, had formerly been a Twin. Will Wilson is another one. He had formerly been an Angel. He's currently a San Francisco Giant, traded back in December. And then Logan Driscoll, if he's in here, he used to be a Padre. He's currently the Tampa Bay Rays. And I think that's the majority of the, I'm going to call them recent changes, but really that's changes anywhere within the last 4 or 5 months. So, all right. So, John, you said you're good to go and you want me to check and see if I got it. All right, hang on, man. I'll check it out here real quick and tell you. I'm sure I did, though. You've used it in your first rodeo. I'm sure we're good. But let's see here what I have got going. I'm waiting for it to log in. Sorry, just give me a sec. Yeah, actually, I don't see it in there, John. I see Michael's is in there, but I don't actually see yours in there. So I'm not sure where it is, but I do not see it in there. Did it give you a message that it went through by chance? Because sometimes, there might be like a typo or something in the email that you type in, and if that is the case, then of course it just sits there, but you have an option, I think, to cancel it when it's unclaimed like that. And if it was an email typo, it probably would be sitting there unclaimed. So that's my guess. But if John, you and I have worked together plenty of times, so I'm sure that we will get it figured out. So I'm just going to go ahead here and keep going, and I'm going to assume that you and I will get it sorted. Or it may be that PayPal's just delayed, having it show up. Who knows? You never know. All right, first up we have Colin Barber. That is numbered to 15, and it is going to the Astros. No, John, I definitely don't have it on my side, not at this point in time. So, as I said, I don't know if it could have been a typo in the email address, or for some reason PayPal's just not reflecting it in my account. But no, I definitely don't have it. Michael's I have. I see his. I don't see yours in there, but we'll sort it out. Yvonne Johnson comes out next. That is for the Cincinnati Reds. It is also numbered to 15. Joshua Mears behind that. He is numbered to 50 and going to the Padres. Then we have Aaron Shunk. That one numbered to 25. And Aaron is the Rockies. Noah Song, numbered to 25. Noah is for the Boston Red Sox. Little Yordan Alvarez, very nice on a Newsflash AL Rookie of the Year insert. Nice looking card there for the Astros, the Yordan Alvarez. All right, then we have Alek Manoah out, and that heads to Toronto, the Blue Jays, numbered to 50. Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar is numbered to 25, and he goes to the Orioles. And then we have Ryan Jensen. Ryan, oh, it is numbered. I didn't think that was numbered. It's down there in that part that I can't see. It's numbered to 50. Huh. I wonder if I've missed some of those. I bet I have, and some of these others. That's the first time I've noticed one down there. Ryan Jensen, of course, is for the Cubs, followed by Ryan Nelson, and I always have to peek at him. I can never remember where he goes. Ryan Nelson goes to the Diamondbacks. Logan Wyatt, ooh, numbered to 5 even. Very nice with the little Logan Wyatt out, numbered to 5. So that's always a good way to have things rolling along for you. And that was the San Francisco Giants. Josh Young doesn't appear to be numbered, coming out behind that. And Josh Young goes to the Texas Rangers. Nick Lodolo, that is a Cincinnati Red for Mr. Nick Lodolo. And then, now see, that one isn't numbered, so I don't guess I've been missing them all along. Just that one was numbered, and then the rest of these aren't. So I was like, oh my gosh, if I've been missing those the whole way through. That is Blake Walston. I don't remember where he goes. Diamondbacks for Blake Walston. Kyron Paris, numbered to 15, and Kyron goes to the Angels. Keone, I never know how to say his name either. Cavaco, can't say his last name, can't say his first name, let's just butcher it all. Minnesota Twins. And that one is unnumbered for, speak of the devil, Brennan Malone, who goes to the Pirates. C.J. Abrams is out next. That would be the Padres. Oh, John, was a typo? Okay, cool, man. Usually that's what it is. I mean, we've all done that. It's so easy to do. I've done it myself, trying to send somebody money and it's a typo. But when it's a wrong email typo, you can always, virtually always comes up in there. The Yankees. Behind that, number 250, you have a little I always say Cam Cannon, but it's Cameron Cannon for the Red Sox. Davis Wenzel. Davis is numbered to 50. He heads to the Texas Rangers. Andrew Dalquist, numbered to 50. That is the White Sox. Nico Horner for the Cubbies. And then Julio Rodriguez. Wow, we haven't seen Julio in a while. And Julio Rodriguez is a Mariner. I don't remember pulling him out of our other cases. Maybe we did, but I don't remember pulling him out of there anyway. So that is, well, we could have gotten him. I don't know. My memory's bad, but I don't think we have. Here is Shea, numbered to 25. Little Shea Langeliers. Shea goes to the Braves. Atlanta, pulling one. Jimmy Lewis, numbered to 10. So that's a nice low number there. And Mr. Jimmy Lewis goes to, I got to take a little peek. I can't remember where Jimmy Lewis goes. Dodgers. Why can't I ever remember that? There's Volpe, Anthony Volpe, and Anthony goes to the Yankees. We have a redemption for Trey Fletcher, and Trey Fletcher is a St. Louis Cardinal. George Kirby out next, and George, I got to take a little peek over here. George, where are you, buddy? George Kirby is a Mariner. And Hunter Bishop, numbered to 50, San Francisco Giants. All right. San Fran, baby. Sam Huff, that is numbered 250. And Sam goes to... got him written down. The Rangers. Why do I never remember the Rangers? And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, John, but I still don't see that in PayPal. Maybe it just hadn't popped in there yet, but I still don't see it in there. Not to be the bearer of bad news. That is numbered to 10. It is J.J. Goss for the Tampa Bay Rays. This one is numbered to 15, and it is Michael Busch for the Dodgers. Matt Cantorino, numbered to 50, and Matt, where do you go, Matt? The Twins. There's a nice Nolan Gorman making an appearance for the St. Louis Cardinals. There's another C.J. Abrams, that's numbered to 50. It's the Padres. That is the second C.J. Abrams, I believe. Ryan Garcia, numbered to 25, is the Texas Rangers. Ethan Small, that one, I almost didn't see the number on that, but it is down there. It's numbered to 15. And Ethan Small goes to the Brewers. A redemption for Brady McConnell. And Brady goes to the Royals. There's a little TJ Sikkema. He is a New York Yankee. Cody Bolton, numbered to 50. And Cody is a Pirate. Corbin Carroll, that's the Diamondbacks, numbered to 25. Matthew Lugo. Is that one not numbered? I guess it's not. That looked like, I mean, I would have thought that one would have been, but it isn't, so it doesn't matter what I thought. Matthew Lugo is for the Red Sox. Joe Ryan, numbered to 25. And Joe Ryan goes to the Tampa Bay Rays. And there is Alec Marsh, numbered to 15. Alec goes to the Royals. Michael Tolia, numbered to 10. That goes to the Colorado Rockies. Next out, we have a Josh Wolf. He goes to the Mets. And a Jared Kalenic, numbered to 15, headed to the Mariners. Then I have Matt Wallner. That is the Twins, numbered to 15. Levi Kelly, and that one is an unnumbered hit, but for the Diamondbacks. A little Tyler Callahan, numbered to 15. And Tyler, of course, goes to my little Cincinnati Reds. And then there's Tyler Freeman, numbered to 50. And Tyler Freeman is an Indian. Sterling Sharp, numbered to 25. And I always have to look up Sterling. Hang on. I know I've got him written down. He's a Marlin for Sterling Sharp. Bobby Witt Jr. to 25. Bobby Witt Jr. goes to the Kansas City Royals. And Dre Jameson. And Dre is a Diamondback. We've had a lot of good Diamondbacks tonight. Brandon Schumach, numbered to 15, or Braden. Did I say Brandon? I think I did, but it's Braden. And that's the Atlanta Braves. Matt Gorski. I think he's a Pirate, but I always have to look him up. I forget Matt Gorski every time for some reason. Oh, he is a Pirate. So I'm getting better remembering him then, aren't I? Jackson Rutledge, numbered to 50. And Jackson goes to the Nationals. Matthew Thompson, numbered to 50. Matthew goes to the Cardinals. I'm sorry. Matthew Thompson is the White Sox. Sorry, guys. Matthew Thompson is the White Sox, not the Cardinals. Lost my grip there for a minute. Gavin Lux is the Dodgers, numbered to 15. So, John, when you check back in there, does it now show you that it's still pending? Because I honestly still have not seen it pop in on my side, so I don't want to be a bummer, but I am thinking maybe there might still be something funky going on with it. So, and just in case I typed it in wrong to you a while ago, I'm going to type it in again for you right there. That is what it is if I typed it wrong before. I hope I didn't, but if I did, I apologize. There is Matthew Allen, and Matthew Allen goes to the Mets. And an unnumbered Logan Davidson. And Logan Davidson goes to the Oakland A's. Seth Johnson is numbered to 50, and Seth goes to the Tampa Bay Rays. We've got a 1-of-1 printing plate here. Jack Kochanowicz. Nice. I like him. Mostly because I think I like saying his name. I know, weird, right? But anyway, it's a 1-of-1 autograph printing plate for the Angels of Jack Kochanowicz. Christian Robinson. That one is numbered to 10. I got to take a little peek. I don't remember it. Christian Robinson is the Diamondbacks. There's another Julio Rodriguez. We saw him earlier. We've got him again, numbered to 25 for the Mariners. And we are coming into our last box here, well, last box mojo, and we need to get some mojo going for those Orioles, don't we? We haven't seen, I think we hit something for you, but we haven't seen that big hit yet for the Orioles. So here's hoping it's in this last box. You were kind enough to pick it up, so we gotta hope we can make it work now. That was Sammy Ciani, and Sammy Ciani is a Pirate. Followed by Hudson Head. I got to take a peek at him. Can't remember him. He is a Padre. Josh Smith comes out next. That is the Yankees. It is numbered to 50. Followed by Nick Quintana. That is numbered to 50. And Nick goes to the Tigers. Might be the first Tiger we've seen. Bryson Stott to 50 for the Phillies. I think that's the first Philly we've seen. The very last card. Were you getting nervous, John? I was beginning to think, oh my gosh, don't tell me he's not going to show up in this case after all that. There he is. There's your man, Adley Rutschman, number 1 overall draft pick for the Baltimore Orioles, numbered 250. So that one is going to John. He was kind enough to pick it up. And the very last card out of the last box. Oh, I know you were sweating that out, man. I would have been sweating that out too. So, okay, so there's our break. We're going to do a recap. I'm not going to read it all off again because that would be just like doing the break over. But I am going to put them all up on the screen so you can see each of them again. After that, we will take one more look at our shipping information or your shipping information and what we're breaking in the days ahead. So if you missed any of that earlier or you tuned in late and you just, you didn't catch it at the front, or maybe you're watching the replay and you have scrolled right to the end, if you stay tuned after we do this, you're going to get your opportunity to take one more look at all that fun stuff. I guess technically I don't have to. We don't usually do both the front and the back of these when we do the recap, do we? Not usually. I don't know why I did on that little stack. Mostly we just do the fronts again on ones like this that are all hits. So if you do want to know the information on the back of any of these and you haven't watched the whole break, if you do go backwards, you will of course see the front and back of every single card when we go through it the first time. So this is more informational for just the little recap purposes, I guess. That way you can just do a quick overview of here's who it is, here's who's available, here's who came out, all that fun kind of stuff. And so this is the last, this is the last of the Leaf Flash Baseball that I had on hand. So we're finished up with it. I don't think we have any Leaf new releases next week. They did send out an updated release calendar yesterday, but I didn't see it until today. And I haven't really had time to pore over it too much, so I'm not sure what all they've moved around, but hopefully we'll have more Leaf baseball and or football coming before too long, because they seem to be kind of getting back in gear, maybe a little faster than Topps and Panini. Although I'm thinking, if not Friday of next week, I would think Wednesday of the following week we'll probably have new stuff from Topps and or Panini. I think we're within, I'm going to say we're within 7 to 10 days, or maybe 7 to 14 days of seeing new releases from most places, I think. I don't know that, but just knowing that Texas has kind of eased their restrictions and that's where the printing plants are, that's what I think is going to happen. So we'll see, I guess. All right, so here's the deal. Just as a quick reminder, because I don't have it to put up there, the Orioles were picked up by John because they were unpaid by the original eBay bidder, and Michael picked up the other team, the Indians, that was unpaid. So each of those, that's where they're going to go out of Leaf Flash that we just finished. So the TriStar Autograph Football, that is going to be out the door and on the way to you no later than a week from today if you were lucky enough to have the Chargers and you're the one who hit it. If you didn't have the Chargers and you didn't hit in the football, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card. Single used random trading card, can be from any year, any series for your team. Typically held to ship out with your next package on a free shipping break, such as this one. If you want it sent sooner, you only need to send me a message and let me know, and I will happily take care of that for you. Our paid shipping break tonight's Leaf Flash Baseball, the one that just finished up. Expecting that to be out the door and on the way to you approximately Monday. As always, if I can get something out faster, I will. If something unexpected happens, it could potentially go a day later into Tuesday, but as it stands right now, I expect it to be Monday on that. If you went without a hit in Leaf Flash Baseball, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out with the rest of the break, since that would technically be your next paid or your next package shipping, what I'm trying to say. the breaks that are coming up that are already listed on eBay. So tomorrow night we're going to do Gypsy Queen Baseball. It is a half case break. It will be the start of a brand new case. Saturday and Sunday are both off nights. Monday night we're going to do 3 Leaf Multisport autographed jerseys. Those will be spots sold by the first letter of the name on the jersey, and it will be listed in the football category. We'll also break a Gold Rush autographed full-size football helmet on Monday night. Then Tuesday night, we'll come back and break the back half of that case of Gypsy Queen that we start on Friday. We will finish on Tuesday. And I believe that as I just knocked off something off the table there. 1 cards, don't worry about that. It's on the opposite side. I actually knocked off my lint roller, believe it or not. But anyway, I think that has got us all wrapped up for tonight. So once again, thank you for being here. Appreciate you very much. I hope that you have a good rest of your evening and that you will come back and see me again tomorrow night, or if not then, sometime soon. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside, wear your mask, and we will catch you the next time. Oh, and John, I just noticed you were chasing Rodriguez and Kalinick, so good. We got those for you too. I'm glad to hear that. And you want to know if the payment went through? Let me check. Like I said, you and I've worked together before, so I know we're fine either way. But yeah, it went through that time. I've got you covered there, my friend. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. We'll